Croix. La Croix.
I love La Croix. It's a good soda substitute. I've not been drinking as much soda, and it's great, because I've gained weight during this pandemic.
Well, haven't we all, baby? But welcome to the Nerdington Post.
Hello.
Where our first sponsor today is La Croix.
La Croix.
Sparkling water.
Berry flavor.
Waterloo, man. Waterloo's the money sparkling water.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if you're messing with me.
No.
It's good?
Best. Yes. It's the best. It's the best.
Okay. Maybe I'll get it at the store and try it out.
Watermelon and grape are my favorites.
Okay.
Definitely pro watermelon and grape Waterloo. They're excellent. But yeah, sparkling water is where it's at. I love it. Also, here's an update from last week's sponsor, Magic Spoon.
Alright, eating some Magic Spoon at midnight, doing the full shebang with cereal. Let's give it a go. I know me and Mike were shitting on this last week, but it's a little better. It's not complete garbage when you're eating with cereal. You know, I'm giving this a thumbs up. Magic Spoon, you've redeemed yourself a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't know if I said this in the bit I previously recorded, but Mike noticed a milky aftertaste to Magic Spoon, and I read the ingredients. I found out why. The number one ingredient is milk protein. It's made out of like milk protein and whey, and so yeah,
okay.
It's weird, man. You're eating a milk cereal in milk. It's
very
bananas.
odd.
Yeah. But yeah, a Magic Spoon, it's growing on me. Still would not recommend it. I also ate the... in the video, I was eating the fruity flavored Magic Spoon. It's okay. The frosted, which was the shittiest one dry, it's also still the shittiest one in milk. Whatever fake ass sugar or flavoring they're using in there, not good. Not good. But yeah, this doesn't get a hats off, but John McAfee's dead.
Yeah.
Everyone's
favorite
top three libertarians.
Everyone's favorite PC security.
Yeah, he's the
CEO,
essentially, who created the cybersecurity industry.
Yeah.
With McAfee, antivirus and all that stuff. Dead. He's been a shady guy. He's wanted.
He fled the country.
Yeah, I think he's wanted in Bolivia, where he's wanted for questioning for possibly murdering his neighbor.
And then, I think this happened a day or two after they announced that they were going to extradite him to the United States or something.
Yes, they found his body in a Spanish prison, presumably suicide. But who knows? I
wonder why.
Maybe it was the CIA doing it for the Clintons, like how they got Epstein.
That makes the most sense.
Yeah. Cue conspiracies, baby.
That's right, baby.
If we're talking McAfee, and that this lines up with his libertarian kookiness.
It really does.
And yeah, that guy, he's been off his rocker. Apparently likes to get shit in his mouth. Likes to get his mouth shit into.
Oh, he's a millionaire. It doesn't surprise me. They're all into weird shit.
His South American teenage prostitutes he's a fan of. Saw a video of him just walking through a construction site and then licking his boots afterwards.
What?
Yeah, man.
Like a legit video?
Yeah. That guy.
Ugh.
I mean, if the rumors are that he likes
people to shit in his mouth,
he's okay with licking his dirty boots.
Oh my god.
So John McAfee, thank you for creating cybersecurity.
No hats off to you.
Yeah, no hats off.
No hats off to
you.
You fool.
You weird guy. I think he was also wanted for the FTC for pumping and dumping cryptos and whatnot, and just
that sounds like something he would do.
Just wanted for some stuff, man. Shady guy.
Yeah,
he's dead.
He's dead.
That's all we can say. He's dead. Did some, I read some fun interviews with him back in the day.
Oh, man.
Apparently did too much hallucinogenics one week.
He likes,
and then,
likes when people shit in his mouth. Of course he took too many hallucinogenics.
Kooky guy. He's dead. But in PC news, Windows 11...
This holiday...
Coming out this holiday. They're having closed betas either next week, I believe. But yeah, free upgrade for registered Windows 10 users. Designed with gamers in mind.
Yeah.
Xbox Game Pass will be integrated into Windows 10. I don't like this. Taskbar in the center.
Yeah, it's very Apple.
Yeah,
it's very Apple.
I'm not a fan. Rounded corners. Hopefully I'll have my options. But yeah, as long as it's lighter, more optimized, it's quicker than the previous version of Windows, then I'm happy. Whatever, I'll upgrade.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Maybe work will upgrade all of our computers since we have Windows 10.
It's going to have the auto HDR feature that has been integrated into Xbox like a year ago, so it's getting that feature, which is nice. Like over 100 games being supported with that.
Yeah.
And yeah. It's a new Windows, baby.
Can't wait to get our hands on Windows 11.
As long as they're keeping with the trend of Windows 10, right on, man. Rather than that previous thing of just one Windows bad, one Windows good, one Windows bad, one good. Yeah. Hopefully they just stay good.
Because 8 was garbage.
Vista was garbage.
So,
yeah. Let's keep up the trend.
Bring back 7, baby. I'm just kidding.
Get out of here. Get out of here. There are mods for
I know.
10 where you can bring it as close to 7 as you can. But yeah, good old
Windows, man.
It's not exciting, but it's important for
if you're like in the tech field,
anybody who plays games on PC, just anybody who works on Windows, which is most people.
I think 70% of the company I work for is Windows based.
Unless you're doing music or in the film industry where you might be using like a Final Cut instead of Premiere, or even that. I mean, most business done on Windows, so whoop-de-doo, Basil.
Yes.
Windows 11!
Or 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But this is a horror fan. You excited for this rumor? Dead Space.
You know, I'm not getting my hopes up. Not getting my hopes up because it's EA. You never know with EA.
Well, here's the thing. Supposedly they're going to announce that their EA Play Live on July 22nd. Yeah. If they do announce a new Dead Space, it'll be their classic EA non-announcement. They'll have 2 guys come on camera and be like, so we have a team together. We're working on a new Dead Space. Here's a piece of concept art. You'll hear more about this in the future.
Like they did with the new Mass Effect?
And that's we got the new Skate announcement.
Oh, yeah.
How they do all their announcements.
Like with Mass Effect, we're working on the new Mass Effect.
Yeah. Here's a guy standing in front of a computer and there's some concept art on his monitor.
That's blurred out.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we'll get out of this Dead Space announcement.
I'm not hoping it's Dead Space. The first 2 were phenomenal.
Yeah, they're a great survival horror series.
They tried to make the third one too action-y and co-op.
And they're like the resource management where you could use microtransactions to get it. Like, it seems like EA is getting better at ever since...
Knock on wood.
Ever since Battlefront 2.
And then Fallen Order.
They know not to shit on their things.
It took them a long time to figure that out.
It took them a long time. It's like, hey, FIFA and Madden, that's our money. That's where we're going to force the microtransactions.
Exactly.
We don't have to have the microtransactions in the other things because they're not making... They're just making people angry and they're not making that ultimate team.
And that's what made Fallen Order so... Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. Fallen Order wasn't like a 10 out of 10, but that was very nice to see. Something not see in Fallen Order was no microtransactions.
Just single player, here's this fun game. Have at it. And then same with... it's supposedly being made by EA Motive, who made the Star Wars Squadron games. But again, similar thing. Just, here's this fun Star Wars game. No
and that game looked cool. I played it for a little bit. I couldn't get into it, but the couple hours I put into it, the engine they used for those games looked good. So... Fingers crossed for Dead Space and it hopefully not being a fuck up.
Yeah. Like, we're not going to see this for a while. I don't know how the Motive team is specifically structured. I don't know if they have 1, 2, multiple teams, but Yeah,
right?
Squadron just came out last year.
And they're still adding content to it.
Yeah, so we might not see this. Again, classic EA. We're working on this thing, and that's all we're getting. Maybe
because when's the last time you heard something about Skate?
Yeah,
it's almost a year ago.
Maybe we'll get an update on
Skate. That'd be cool.
Maybe we'll actually see in-engine, in-gameplay stuff from Skate.
That'd be cool.
But who knows?
I like Skate.
Who knows? I think it's just gonna be with this EA Play, usual sports stuff, and then I think it just, since Battlefield's is their big holiday release, we'll see a big Battlefield blowout.
I hope not, because we've already seen Battlefield 3 times. We saw it at E3. We saw it the week before. But again, it does make sense to have Battlefield. Yeah. So maybe they'll do an event after, hey, stay tuned for extended gameplay of Battlefield.
You know what we've been seeing a little bit more of each time?
What?
Dragon Age. We'll start probably the big things will probably be Dragon Age, Battlefield, and the sports stuff.
Yeah.
Just because
they just announced Madden 22, the cover last week, I think.
Yeah,
it's Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes.
I'm hoping we see a trailer for Fallen Order 2 or whatever that ends up being called.
That might be something they're we're currently working on. Fallen Order 2.
Here's a trailer. It's coming out next year, but
definitely not getting my hopes up, because anyone in the video game industry knows with EA, you really cannot go in expecting a lot.
We can expect a new Apex season and character, since that's Apex is a moneymaker for them.
And it's done by Respawn.
Respawn, yeah, baby.
And they're right. Shit, dude, if they announced Titanfall 3 as their surprise,
I would love that.
I would lose my shit.
We're not getting that.
Excited. But you never know.
If it happens, it happens. But my hopes.
But like you said, with them working on Apex, it's probably not Titanfall 3.
If they're working on Apex, they're working on Fallen Order 2. They have another studio that made the VR Medal of Honor game. Mm-hmm. So maybe that team is working on Titanfall 3. Hopefully, I don't think so. I think that
I'm just saying, if they announce Titanfall 3, I'd lose my shit.
I think that team's probably going to work on another VR game, or just start assisting with one of the other, either Apex or Fallen Order 2. But EA, they're not shitting the bed anymore. They're still not great, but they're no longer shitting the bed, and that's all I can hope for. I'm going to tune into that live stream on July 22nd. So you're a big, you like basketball, huh?
It's okay. I like the playoffs.
You like shoes?
I like the playoffs.
So, yes, speaking of basketball, someone who's not in the playoffs, LeBron James.
Yeah. Well, he had to go save the world in Space Jam, too. That's why.
We're getting a Space Jam, a new Legacy game. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up. You can control LeBron, Bugs, or Babs. It looks pretty simple, but yeah.
It looks like all the old
Space Jam
side-scrolling beat-em-ups.
Yeah. I mean, there's stiff competition with, in the indie space. There's some fantastic beat-em-ups. Exactly. I mean, DLC for Streets of Rage 4 is coming out. But yeah. It's weird though, because it's coming to Xbox, but it's a Game Pass Ultimate launch exclusive on July 1st, and then 2 weeks later, July 15th, everyone else can get it. Which is,
it's exclusive for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but specifically, it's not just an Xbox exclusive.
It's a Game Pass
Ultimate exclusive, which is that's a neat incentive to encourage.
If it was like a AAA game.
Yeah, if it was like, hey, Back for Blood to play it 2 weeks earlier on Game Pass Ultimate.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
But not Space Jam.
But this okay-looking Space Jam beat-em-up of just...
It's Microsoft, man. They're weird.
Yeah.
Oh, and congrats for Microsoft officially becoming a $2 trillion company.
All right, right on, man.
Yeah, their stock price is hit $2 trillion.
Stock, baby.
So good for them.
Good for them. We're not. We're
not. We can't afford that. We can't afford that stock, but
too rich for our blood. But congratulations. But yeah, that's. I hope this isn't a trend, where if they already have console launch exclusives, but if they do. You have to opt into our $120 subscription to.
Well, again, it would make sense if it were AAAs. Like,
yeah.
Hey, play, like you said, play all these AAAs or these third-party, like, 2 weeks early.
Yeah. Well, the thing
That'd be
is, console launch exclusives are already shitty, where, like, we have to wait, however, like 6 months in order to play to play this game on PlayStation, or you have to wait a year to play Final Fantasy VII Remake on Xbox. It's already shitty, but it's even shittier if they make those the exclusives, like the premium subscription thing. I mean,
I agree.
It sucks, man.
I agree.
That sucks. I mean, it's a weird move doing on this weird small game, but it's a shitty move altogether.
But in this situation, hopefully it doesn't become the norm.
No, I mean...
But, I mean, in this situation, you only gotta wait 14 days and then you play it on regular Game Pass, so... And I don't think people are gonna be clamoring to get Game Pass for Space
Like, shit.
Oh, man, I gotta pay the extra $5.
Yeah. It's like, I gotta...
Don't worry, I have Ultimate Bet so I can play on my phone.
Yeah.
And
Game Pass Ultimate is it's the live and Game Pass bundle, right? Is that $120 or $160?
I think it's the $15 a month.
$15 a month. Who does it by month, though? You gotta buy the year bundle where it's cheaper.
I don't know, dude. I haven't looked at it since I got Game Pass.
See, that's how they get you with the subscription services, man. That's how they get you.
Hey, man, I'm using the shit out of Game Pass. I played so many games that I'm probably never gonna finish.
Yeah, exactly. But like a lot of it counts on, like, the subscription things is the people who get it and then forget they have it,
right?
And just like I
no wonder they have 30 million Game Pass subscribers.
Yeah,
it's like 25.
Yeah, I would love to cancel Netflix, but there's some stuff coming down the pipeline that I'm interested in, and also
which we'll get to.
My parents use my Netflix account, so like
my parents.
It's getting use.
My father-in-law uses ours, I think.
I haven't been watching Netflix at all, but at least it's getting used by somebody, you know.
And it's only $8.
Yeah, or however much they raise it. They jack it up.
It's $8 or $10.
Every year they jack it up, but then we don't notice.
I always forget I have it, and then I see the charge on my my statement, like, oh yeah, I do have Netflix.
That's how they get you. And that's why I don't like Game Pass. I'm just like, this thing I'm barely going to use and forget most of the time.
Well, it's funny because I saw the charge. I was like, oh yeah, I have Netflix. I went on there. I was like, I'm going to start watching Arrested Development again.
So why not? You have
It's a great show.
Might as well. But speaking of exclusives, this game is a PS5 timed exclusive.
I think it's going to be like for 6 months or a year.
Yeah, I think
which is the standard.
Come out on PC as well. But Forspoken from the Luminous team at Square Enix, which is the team that made Final Fantasy 15. Forspoken's their open world game that features a witch. We know barely anything about it other than it's open world game.
Saw a cinematic trailer with like 30 seconds of gameplay.
Yeah, we saw
of her running across land.
Yeah, we got a little more gameplay footage. Barely anything. But it was part of AMD's Fidelity FX Super Resolution, which is the feature in AMD graphics cards that is like NVIDIA's DLSS, which is Deep Learning Super Sampling, where it's just the native output for a game is lower, but then AI upscales it to like 4K, so you get better performance out of it. Just out of reports from different outlets like Digital Foundry, supposedly it's a solid feature. It doesn't work quite as well as NVIDIA's DLSS, just because DLSS has been implemented for a couple of years now, whereas this just launched for AMD. But yeah, performance is good. It's just the image quality, the AI upscaling isn't as sharp as NVIDIA's feature. But yeah, Forspoken, it's going to be like a tie-in title where it's going to utilize this feature that's, since Xbox and PS5 have AMD graphics cards in this, they could utilize this feature in those consoles. So yeah, they just showed some Forspoken gameplay footage, open world running around, some magic spells. We barely got anything. Yeah. But as someone who's mildly excited for this game, because I haven't had an Infamous game in a while, and this looks like Infamous, I'm excited. Barely anything, though. Barely anything. Also, barely anything. These kind of stories happen all the time, where something gets announced by, like, a ratings board in another country.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then it hits the internet, and everyone freaks out.
So, according to the Australian ratings board, Castlevania Advance Collection is coming down the pipeline. It's going to have the 3 Game Boy Advance Castlevania games, Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, and Aria of Sorrow, which are all good games. I'm excited. I'll check it out when it comes, if it comes. I mean, these kind of leaks, they always happen.
Right.
Just like, oh,
you just don't know when.
Yeah, like, oh, the Korean rating board, like rated this game for like a teen or whatever. Like, okay, that's coming out. We'll see. But yeah, Castlevania. Did you finally watch that series?
I've been moving.
Yeah, it's the best video game adaptation. You gotta watch it. You gotta support good video game adaptations. And we also got the announcement that a second series is coming out. It's going to follow Richter, Belmont, Maria, and Alucard. So it's going to take place like a generation after the existing Castlevania series
ends.
Yeah, it covers Rondo of Blood storyline in the Castlevania games, and maybe Symphony of the Night.
Mm-hmm.
Lead writer Warren Ellis won't be involved, so who knows if the writing quality will be the same. But yeah, guys, canceled. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, Warren Ellis.
Oh my god.
His stuff's still some of my favorite comics, but come on, guy.
And then Crime Site?
Crime Site, yeah, sticking with the Konami news, they just announced a new game today, which is, you know, everyone wants them Konami to announce a new Metal Gear, new
or
Castlevania.
Silent Hill.
Or Silent Hill, but we got a new IP from them, which is cool too. Crime Site, it's a deductive reasoning game. It's a Secret Hitler type game. There's gonna be like a closed PC beta. It's a murder mystery game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think based on the trailer that I watched without audio, so it seems like, and based with it being a closed beta, it's going to be a multiplayer mystery game where one person's the murderer, and then you're trying to figure out who the murderer is together.
So a murder mystery.
Yeah. If you've played Werewolf Within by Ubisoft, or any of those Secret Werewolf or Secret Hitler tabletop games, those kind of reasoning games where you're trying to figure out who the murderer, who done it, a who done it kind of game. So it looks cool, promising.
I'll watch the trailer.
Yeah, it'll be fun to play with your buddies.
Guilty Gear's next.
Guilty Gear Strive.
I'll let you take that, baby.
Guilty Gear Strive. It's my favorite fighting game since the previous Guilty Gear.
So you're enjoying it.
I'm having a great time. I've got 22 hours in. I'd like to get more time in, but you know, it was a busy week with E3. But yeah, Guilty Gear Strive shipped/sold 300,000 digital copies, which presumably made its money back.
I hope.
They pretty much only announce sales numbers if it's a success.
No,
so
absolutely.
Like, why else?
Absolutely.
Like, we sold 300,000 copies, but it was a disappointment.
Right.
Like, no. So presumably it made its money back. It's the fastest selling Guilty Gear game, which is great. I think it might be the fastest selling Arc System Works game that wasn't Dragon Ball Fighters. But of course, like, it's Dragon Ball, so of course that's getting
exactly
the major.
The name by itself
bomb.
is going to sell units.
Yeah, so congratulations, Arc System Works. You made a great game. I'm loving it. I'm having a good time playing online. And I'm also going through arcade mode, playing as every single character just to get a feel for them. And classic Guilty Gear nature. Every Guilty Gear character plays differently, but they're still very fun and satisfying. It's great, man. You should
it's not going to happen.
Gear, man. Get into Guilty Gear. It's a great fighting game. And also happening this weekend on the 26th and 27th, we're getting a big exhibition tournament. Apology Man presents. Apology Man is a guy in the FGC.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not just some random guy.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, that's his handle.
Who the fuck is Apology?
Apology Man presents North America versus Japan 10v10 exhibition. We're getting some of the 10 best players in Japan versus the 10 best players in North America. It's gonna be a grand old time, baby.
So you're ready for that?
Oh, I'm going to be I'm going to be AFK this weekend, so I'll catch up on like the top 8 or whatever of the tournament. But I catch the highlights. But I'll watch that, baby. Watch it on Apology Man's Twitch channel. I think it's in collaboration with Red Bull's FGC initiative, so, you could also watch it there. But yeah, good times, baby. There's been some good
times.
Good exhibition tournaments have been coming out for Strive. We got Levo, which is not Evo, which is the world's biggest fighting game tournament.
Or a pizzeria in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Levo?
Evo,
okay.
Evo.
But Levo...
Best pizza in South Carolina.
You love Smash Brothers. You know Leffen.
I haven't played a Smash Brothers game in years.
Anyways. Leffen, he's the heel of the Smash Brothers scene.
Okay.
Everyone hates him.
Why does everyone hate him?
He's just a dick. But he fits that heel character, just like a heel wrestler where they lean into it, whereas...
like they embrace it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom scene has F-Champ, a Filipino champ, where he plays into being a dick just to like be a heel, get people to boom at tournaments. It's super fun. But
it's always cool to see people embrace those roles, though. Yeah. I like that.
Also, Leffen, I think why part of the rest of the fighting game community likes him is because the Smash community hates him. And also, Leffen he plays other fighting games, whereas a lot of the Smash guys only play Smash. So Leffen held 2 tournaments, which he called Levo. One for Europe and one for North America. And good times if you're interested in checking out Guilty Gear Strive. Check out the gameplay from the Levo tournaments. Sonic Fox, baby, he won North America with Leo. And Sonic Fox will be competing in the 10v10 exhibition. Good time, man. Sonic Fox. He may be the greatest of all time. He's like the LeBron James of fighting games, baby.
LeBron James isn't the greatest of all time, though.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, we're not gonna
rings. If you look at stats, LeBron is.
Anyway, we're not gonna start discussing this.
All right.
We all know it goes Michael
Larry
Jordan.
Bird. I mean,
no, it goes Michael
Lou
Jordan.
Alcindor.
No, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, maybe Larry Bird. No, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Larry Bird. Those are my top 5.
Well, the thing with just doing it purely stat based, because the rules of the game change, and like sometimes it favors one style of play over another, so that's why it's tricky. But I don't think it should just be solely rings, though.
Well, then it shouldn't solely be stats.
Though. No, it should be a little bit of both.
Because all those players have a combination of both. Before LeBron came, MJ was one of the best scorers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I agree with you. It shouldn't just be rings, but it also shouldn't just be stats.
No, it shouldn't just be stats.
Because if you're good enough, you can easily average 30, 40 points a game and lead the league in scoring. And you don't have to be LeBron James to do that. Granted, he has done that.
Yeah.
But he also has lost like 6 finals. So he didn't score the most when it mattered the most.
What he needs is more super teams.
Oh, fuck super teams.
Super teams.
I was so happy KD got eliminated. KD just keeps proving he can't win it on his own or with a super team.
Go Clippers. They're still in it, right? I don't follow.
Yes. I personally would like to see the Hawks go because I'm a fan of Trae Young. He's like a rookie who's like just been lighting it up. I like Trae Young. And then, oh fuck, yeah, because it's the Hawks and the Bucks and the Suns and the Clippers. I would also like to see the Suns because I like Devin Booker.
Okay.
You don't know who that is, do you?
No, I haven't. My basketball knowledge is
LeBron's the GOAT, and that's all you know.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak.
Oh, he's still in the playoffs.
Yeah. Just because,
He's the cover athlete at GameStop when we worked there.
Yes. All my NBA knowledge comes from NBA 2K.
There we go. Moving on.
Keeping it with sports news, baby. The UEFA Euro Championships are going on if you like soccer. Sports, baby. I haven't been following it just because E3, Guilty Gear Strive. My team, Spain, made it to the top 16 elimination round. So maybe I'll start watching games, but probably not, because I don't know what channel this is on. ESPN 2, I'm assuming.
I don't even know.
Yeah. So, I hope go Spain. That's all I gotta say for that. But to keep it with, to wrap up the sports news, esports, Dota 2, the International, which is always it's the highest paying esports tournament every year. It's hosted by Valve for Dota 2. This is their 10th year, the International 10. It was supposed to be held in Stockholm, Sweden, but the Swedish Sports Commission or whatever rated it not an elite sporting event.
Huh.
So it doesn't get the same treatment that physical sports get. So some international players might be barred from entering the country because of COVID stuff.
Right.
So Valve is now, they're pulling out of Sweden and then looking for a new hosting country and venue for the International 10, which is, that's a bummer. They, Valve made their appeal to try to get it the same classification, but no go. No go, even though it's the world's largest esports tournament, it's going to bring money into the country. Like, Sweden was still like, nah. So, I don't care about MOBAs, but it's still a big thing, man. It's the largest tournament, baby. If only fighting games got the amount of money MOBAs got, but nah.
No, never.
No. Never. Like, the biggest fighting game tournament payout is at best like 2%, the smallest MOBA payout. But we're a small, scrappy community. Go play Guilty Gear Strive, William. Go play Guilty Gear Strive. But yeah, on to some just watchable stuff. Watchable news, baby. Final Fantasy IX is getting an animated series from a French studio. They're looking for a distribution/broadcasting partner right now.
So it'll probably be Netflix. Because they fucking take all the video game shit.
Maybe, but I forget the name of the studio who does it. It might be like that French studio who does like Code Lyoko or some of that shitty shit that you remember watching. So
maybe Amazon will take it, because I think Amazon's doing the Halo TV show.
Do it.
I think.
Yeah, I'm moderately excited.
I would be excited. It just depends on like
how it looks.
Yeah.
I need to see some concept art. I need to see like some stills of how you're translating the art style of FF9 to animated.
Exactly.
It's probably going to be CG animated, which will probably make it, makes my excitement a notch less. But hopefully it's okay. FF9's one of my favorite numbered Final Fantasies, so it's got a fun, playful story. I'm going to dig it. Or maybe I'll just play Final Fantasy IX again with the AI upscaling mod.
Here we go.
Yeah. But this is huge for me and Senpai. Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway.
What was the show on Netflix you said I should have watched that was mobile?
Castlevania.
No, Matt, it was a mobile suit.
Gundam?
Yeah. I think it was a Gundam show you said I should watch.
Unicorn, maybe?
I don't remember. I remember you guys saying if I was going to watch one Gundam show, it would be that one. I just can't remember what it is.
Either it's three possible things: 8th MS Team, Iron Blooded Orphans, or Unicorn.
Which one out of those three would you suggest?
If 8th MS Team is on Netflix still, 8th MS Team.
Okay.
But yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, which is the latest Gundam movie. It's coming exclusively to Netflix, streaming in the West on July 1st, which is exciting. That movie just got held up because of COVID, but we're finally getting a Western release streaming July 1st. I'm a little bummed by this, though, because I saw the last Gundam movie in theaters, Gundam Narrative. I just like seeing anime in theaters to support that.
You're good.
But because Netflix has, clamping down on its balls, I'm not going to get that theater experience for seeing it. But
build like a home theater in your home.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm gonna set the day aside, just get some headphones on and watch this beautiful Gundam movie. It's gonna be great.
Great.
I don't suggest to watch this as your first Gundam thing, since this is technically a follow-up to a movie that came out in the 80s, which was a follow-up to the original series. So, I don't suggest this. But the new live-action Gundam movie, directed by Joan Vogt-Roberts, who directed Kong Skull Island. That movie is coming to Netflix. And watch that, because according to him, this will be a nice jumping-on point for new fans. So watch that live-action.
When's that come to... Yeah,
who knows? Who knows? It's in pre-production.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it'll come out in a year or two.
2023?
Yeah. So who knows? Gundam, baby. But another thing why we're glad we have our Netflix subscriptions. The sketch comedy show, I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson, Season 2, July 6th.
I'm so happy this got announced.
Yeah, it's...
If you haven't watched the first season, stop what you're doing, turn on your Netflix or resubscribe to Netflix and watch I Think You Should Leave.
It's one of the funniest sketch comedies out there. There's 6 episodes, I think. Like 6 or 8, and they're only 15 minutes long. Yeah. So you could blast through it in 2 hours, and it'll be some of the funniest 2 hours of your life.
Just the first episode alone is great.
Yeah, you'll be laughing your asshole off. But I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson.
And that's July 6th, so that's in a week and a half.
Yes.
I'm so ready.
And,
it's so good. It's got your favorite Asian in it, Steven Yeun.
Steven Yeun, yeah, he's in Season 1. I hope he comes back in Season 2, baby. It looks like a lot of people from Season 1 are coming back in Season 2. So hopefully Steven Yeun, unless he's too big for sketch comedy now.
Now that he's a huge Oscar-nominated actor.
Yeah. Hey,
now he'll come back.
Never forget Steven Yeun.
He does a lot of weird stuff and small stuff. He'll come back.
Yeah, he did improv and sketch in college when he was younger. So stick to your comedy roots, Steven Yeun. We need handsome Asians in comedy.
Yes, we do. Because he's not cutting it. And you're not well known enough.
No. Not handsome enough. If
this were to get picked up, then you'd be up there.
I'm more handsome than Bobby Lee, but I'm no Steve Yeun.
I feel like any Asian would be more handsome than Bobby Lee.
He's got an adorableness to him. He's like got a
like the chubby Asian adorableness going on.
Short little guy, cute little guy. But if you're a fan of travel, you're a fan of eating, Roadrunner.
I am.
Yeah, me too, baby.
Who doesn't love to eat?
Roadrunner, a film about Anthony Bourdain, is coming out July 16th. Are you an Anthony Bourdain guy?
Yeah, I like him.
Dude, shame he's gone. I loved watching No Reservations. I loved watching, what was the show on CNN called? So, I forget. he had fantastic culinary travel shows. He was just a great host.
Yeah, I was really happy when he died that Gordon Ramsay started doing that because I like Gordon Ramsay.
You're happy that a man died.
I'm not happy that a man died. I'm happy that Gordon Ramsay started doing traveling shows. As someone who has met Gordon Ramsay, the dude's fucking awesome.
Cool dude?
Yeah.
Nice. And that's, Anthony Bourdain. Watch it, man. It's from the same director who made... I can't remember the name of this documentary. The Fred Rogers documentary, Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which was a fantastic documentary.
It's on HBO.
I saw that in theaters. It was great. So,
I hear it's very sad.
I think this... Yeah. I don't think it's sad, but it touches your heart.
It's like heartwarming.
It gets you emotional.
Here we go. It's sad.
I may have had a tear... as a man, I don't let a tear drop, but I'll let my eyes water. I do not cry.
I'm super excited for Roadrunner.
Yeah, I'm into that, baby. But yeah, what have you been playing, man? What have you been playing? I haven't seen you in person in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so I've been blasting through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, the Legendary Edition. And man, I forgot how good those games are.
Did you do all the DLC as well?
Most of it. I skipped most of it in 1. I did majority of it in 2, and then I did all of it in 3.
Okay.
Because obviously I want the true 3 ending.
Yes, and you also the Citadel DLC, get that final last hangout with your buddies.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. Yeah, so that, just revisiting games that I thought were awesome growing up.
Who's your favorite companion?
Companion, not lover?
We'll
do
about both, man. Who's your favorite companion, man?
So, fuck it. See, that's hard. But I have to say Garrus. Or not Rex.
Not Rex.
Not Rex.
Oh, Rex. Oh, you're
Rex,
saying...
just Rex.
Right, okay.
I
haven't heard his...
And then Grunt was cool.
Like that. Okay.
I don't know. I really like the Krogans. Krogans are awesome.
Krogans are cool, man.
I like the Krogans. And then,
I'm a Morden and Legion. That's my team, man. That's my team. And
I like Morden and Legion, but dude, I love going into battles and shit with Garrus. And Rex. Because Rex, obviously, he's like that proud Krogan warrior, and so, yeah.
They're my team.
Garrus, definitely.
Who's your lover?
So...
He seemed like a Liara guy.
It was a Liara through all 3 games.
This guy.
And then, because you can't technically romance Liara, like, you can invite her back to your cabin.
Yeah.
So in 2, it was Jack.
Okay.
Tattoos, man.
Yeah.
The outcast,
Jack
weird girl.
Jack was your slam piece.
And then apparently she died.
You got her killed in a suicide mission?
I tried not to. I thought I did everything right so the entire crew would live, but Jack, Thane...
Well, who cares about Thane?
Yeah.
But
then Samara... No, not Samara. Not Samara, but the... God, what was her fucking name?
The one who's the same species as Liara?
No.
Okay.
The one who's not, but her name also starts with an S.
Ah, shit.
The thief. The master thief.
Oh, yeah. Kasumi?
I think that's it.
You know...
I'm gonna give it a couple months, then I'm gonna go back and replay the games again.
I can't believe you let people die on that.
I didn't mean to. I thought I did everything right, so I didn't.
You didn't do everyone's loyalty mission. Oh my god.
No, I did do everyone's loyalty mission.
Okay, what else do you have to do?
I don't know, because I thought you just had to do everyone's loyalty mission, but 3 people still died.
Okay.
But no one else died, like, while we were at the collector base.
Okay,
thank God.
Because from, like, a decade ago, I mean...
No.
all I remember is just doing...
I did all the loyalty missions, so I don't know what the fuck happened.
Did you get all the ship upgrades?
I don't remember.
Okay.
That was probably it, though.
You have to spend a stupid amount of time mining for minerals and getting the ship upgrades.
And that's probably what...
That's probably it, yeah.
But no, so I played through that, and... Those games were awesome. So if I ever have downtime in like 6 to 8 months, I'll probably be playing them again to try to get... Because I did everything like good. So maybe next time I'll go through like a rogue and be an asshole and everything.
See, Garrus was my romance because I'm femshap all day, baby.
Oh, my next playthrough will probably be as femshap.
Femshap.
Maybe.
Getting railed by Garrus, baby.
No, in 3, Garrus got together with Tali.
Okay. See, a big major thing why I love Morden, he gives you, as a scientist, Morden gives you a good tip, not to ingest proteins from his species, if you know what I mean, because they're toxic to humans.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Don't swallow, femshep. Don't swallow. Make sure to spit.
Oh my god.
Dude, Morden's fantastic. And
it's always sad when he dies. So when you played 3, if you remember, did you... shoot him in the back?
No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
You shot him in the back?
No.
Okay, no.
But on my next playthrough, I might, just to get that alternate timeline.
Yeah, you gotta have him.
I just
turn
like
back
those games. Those games were so good because you just really cared about the characters.
Yeah, and
you really didn't want to be like that rogue Spectre.
And also, like it had some good politicking.
Yeah.
What bummed me out about Mass Effect 3 is that it just overrides some of your choices that you made. Like, no, Udina's the councilman. Just
so they can move forward the plot.
I had 2 fucking games of building up Anderson.
Same, so did I.
And then it's just like, no, Udina's part of the council because we need to have him as the secret bad guy. It's like, well, we all saw this coming.
Yeah.
And then you just force this decision onto us. Yeah. Like, there's a reason we chose Anderson. Yeah. Because he wouldn't be the secret bad guy.
Exactly.
And there's like, no, fuck you. Fuck your choice.
And so I downloaded Andromeda.
Okay. Andromeda's fun, man. I dig it. I like Andromeda.
It's really weird to go from those 3 games to Andromeda and how different Andromeda is.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of getting used to it.
What I love about Andromeda is that it just gets rid of the renegade Paragon thing. Just like, hey, just make the choices you want to make and let's see how this plays out. The problem is that the choices aren't as interesting.
Right. Exactly.
Because you're just exploring that new galaxy, and there's not as much of those political choices and playing factions.
I agree.
That the main trilogy has.
Yeah, that's why I hope when the new Mass Effect comes out in like 3 years, hopefully they kind of take it back to the roots.
Just hopefully. I want the politicking, baby. Just that's something I like about Witcher 2 over Witcher 3. I liked the politics,
right,
political choices you made in Witcher 2. Yeah, that's something I want to play through again. It's just I don't. There's so many other new games I want to play, and I hardly ever go back to old games. Especially
if you do, get the Legendary Edition. Because I will say the visual improvements and gameplay improvements they make, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just because I'm always down for going back and playing games if it's like Vanquish or Titanfall 2, where I could beat that campaign in an afternoon. But if it's like I'm putting 80 hours into this...
Well, yeah, it's 3 games that you're devoting, like you said, 80, 90 hours to.
I'd rather spend that time playing new stuff.
Right.
And I gotta get good at Guilty Gear, man. I gotta get into
you gotta make this podcast some money.
I gotta get into heaven, baby, in Guilty Gear. I'm on floor 5. I gotta work my way up to 10 and then get into heaven.
Yeah. And then so after that, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, which is an awesome game.
Your first Ratchet and Clank game?
My first one ever.
I'm loving it.
It's awesome. It's Insomniac.
Yeah.
So, they're going to deliver gems. I know it's a short game. Kind of wish it was longer. I don't know if all Ratchet and Clank games are short.
They're all, fairly short.
But I've heard that if you really sit through and play, you can beat it in 4 or 5 hours.
Maybe.
I don't know.
If you do just crit path and not caring about upgrading your weapons or anything...
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm getting armor and stuff.
You might be.
I might be wrong. But this is my first one.
Yeah.
But so far I'm enjoying it. It's the worlds look cool. There's really no lag between like jumping through dimensions and everything. So I'm a fan of Ratchet and Clank. I give it it's my top game next to Village for the year. Village and Ratchet and Clank are my goaties this year.
See, right now it's Village and Guilty Gear Strive for my goaties. But yeah, just the feeling, the weapons.
It's awesome.
Exploring those worlds.
Each weapon kind of adds its own thing to the battle, which is awesome. So I'm not just stuck like, oh, I like this gun. Oh, I want to add like this grenade. So the armor upgrades are cool. The weapon upgrades are cool.
Got some favorite weapons so far?
The main pistol is awesome. And then there's a grenade that you throw and then it kind of engulfs your enemy and leaves in a garden. That's really cool. And then just the huge Megatron blaster. It's like a huge particle beam.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have a PS5, pick up Ratchet and Clank. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. See, I'll probably, when I get a PS5, just because these games do follow a similar formula, and if you've played one, you've pretty much played them all.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they're always good. That's why, like, my first game will probably be Returnal over Ratchet and Clank.
Because it's something new.
Yeah. But Ratchet and Clank...
Hey, just wait for Returnal
to
come
sure
PC.
get that. Because, I didn't think I would play the Ratchet and Clank 2016 remake.
Mm-hmm.
But then, it was on sale for, like, $20-15. I'm like,
right.
I'll get it. And then, like, oh yeah, this game's awesome. Forgot how fucking awesome these games are. Fantastic time, man. And what's not to like about just running around and blasting guys with fun weapons.
And again, it's Insomniac. And Insomniac so far, they're Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They've got a good track record going. So good for them.
Good for them. Also, like, before they got bought by Sony, like, they had one studio of theirs making cool VR titles, which I hear are good, but, we're not VR guys.
I think Insomniac, they did Sunset Overdrive, the Xbox exclusive. Yeah. That was one of my favorite Xbox One games.
Yes. I will get that eventually on a Steam sale.
Do it. I recommend it.
I'm waiting. Summer sale is starting. I think it started now, but if I could get that for $5, I'll pick it up, baby.
I recommend Sunset Overdrive.
Baby.
It's awesome. What are you playing?
Well, we both played Stranger in Paradise Final Fantasy Origin demo.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting.
By the way, before we talk about it, I love the... And you can go to our YouTube and you can actually see the video of the E3 Fashion Week you did.
Oh, thank you.
For the protagonist of Final Fantasy Origin.
Yeah.
That was really funny. You just broke down his fashion. So go check that out on our YouTube. He broke down his favorite fashion from E3.
Check out the clip as a separate video, or check out the full E3 episode we had. It was me and Mike, and they cut in Will's take on E3 because he was moving.
I hate moving.
Mr. Adult Man moving to a better place.
Oh, it's so awesome. I love being in an apartment where I don't have to have a window unit. I just have central AC now.
Oh.
So when I get the little office space up and running, we can record there and not sweat our balls off.
I like sweating, man.
I do not.
We gotta sweat it out. We're getting thick. We gotta get our juices out of us.
But yeah, I was not a fan of the demo.
I was not either. I like Souls games. I like that team's previous Souls-like games. Neo.
I like Neo.
Yeah.
I like Neo.
And
that's coming from someone who really doesn't care for Souls-like games.
And this is just not as good as Neo. It's slower. It's chunkier. There's less depth to the combat.
It's very, in the words of Gordon Ramsay, it's very bland.
Yes. Visually, it's so dark.
Yeah. It looks like it should be a PS3 game.
It's
like a Souls PS3 game, how dark it is.
It has terrible readability because it is, since it's like Neo, it's a loot-based game.
Yeah.
But all your outfits are black or close to black.
Yeah.
And with how edgelord this game is, the environments are super dark. And on top of being super dark, there's not a lot of light. So, like, if you're next to a wall, you can't see your character at all. You can't see what you're doing.
Thank God, thank God they're fucking pale. And even then, it was hard to see them.
Yeah. The bones for a good game are there. It's just not there.
It seems like they were like, oh, let's do a Souls-like Final Fantasy, and who gives a shit what it's like?
Yeah, So something they got rid of that a lot of Souls games have is the stamina bar, which I think was a move to just make it a little easier. So
like playable for everyone?
Yeah, so it's like one less resource you have to manage. But the way they balance that by getting rid of the stamina bar is that just movement and attacks feel slower than Neo, which is
very slow.
I'm expecting Neo is just like, my guy is just poking with a spear. He's just not moving as fast as I expect out of Neo.
It's like a clunky hack and slash.
Yeah. Which is, it's not Neo, and I shouldn't expect it, so a lot of that is just having to
when you have so many games like this, where you have Neo, Dark Souls, and everything, there is that expectation that is kind of set with those style of games.
Yeah. Whereas with something with Guilty Gear Strive, it uses different systems than the previous Guilty Gear, so a lot of that is just having to readjust. Like, no, this system is this way, and then just having to tune into that, which I've been able to do with Guilty Gear Strive. Is just the more time we get with Stranger in Paradise, the more you get in tune with the systems of it not being Neo. But I'd like it to just be a little faster.
Right.
Just a little bit faster.
We'll see.
One of the cool systems, though, is that something the Souls games don't do is that magic is actually useful.
Yeah.
Which, I know in our group chat we were talking with Senpai, he's digging the magic.
The magic was fun.
Yeah, whereas, magic in a Souls game, usually you just shoot out a little beam, or a bigger beam, or a fireball. This one, if you stagger an enemy and weaken their stamina gauge, or their poise gauge, I forget what the technical term for that game is, you can do a finisher move on them, and then it restores your MP.
Yep.
Which is useful because, like we said, having a magic build is actually useful in this game.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Because it also plays into the elemental weaknesses that the Final Fantasy games have.
Yeah, because if you find what the fuck are they called? The fire...
The bomb guys. If you use a water spell on the bomb guys, it weakens them a lot. And also, if you charge up the spell, you could get AoE, so it's great for crowd control also. So it's great that we're having a Souls-like game with useful magic. Just the
other than that,
combat.
everything is gonna. It looks like everything else is gonna fall flat.
The melee combat is, it's not as finely tuned as it could be. Which, if you beat the demo, you can answer a survey about them. The way Team Ninja has been with surveys with the Neo and Neo 2, they actually have been implementing feedback and tweaking things. So it will. Just based on that track record of their past two games, it will get better between the first demo and final release. So that's a game I'm still kind of looking forward to.
I'll probably pick it up on a sale.
Yeah, initial impression, not positive, but it can get better.
As of right now, I would not pay full price for it.
Just also the armor sets didn't look cool.
Yeah, they were...
Also, well, and here's the thing that wasn't in the demo, but they said will be in full release, is that you could customize your party members, because the party members just kind of did whatever. But So it'll be cool to customize the loadouts of your party members and customize their gear and just get that more fleshed out RPG experience. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. Initial impression, not hot, but could get better.
We'll see. Like I said, I'll probably pick it up on a sale, but I will not pay full price for it.
Yeah, primarily I've been playing Guilty Gear, but after E3, Steam had their Steam Next Fest where you had access to a bunch of demos of indie games. Up to, I think, 700 demos were available.
I know Steam had a lot. I know Xbox had like 20 or 40.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Did you play the demo for Sable? I think
I was moving, unfortunately. Yeah. So my Xbox was packed up. I wanted to really badly, but all my shit was packed.
Sable is an indie exploration game that's coming to PC and I think Game Pass at launch. But yeah, on Steam there was a demo for Sable. I downloaded it. I still haven't gotten around to it. Just cause,
let me know how it is.
Yeah, I gotta get my reps in for Guilty Gear. I gotta try to get into Heaven. Also downloaded. Talked about this last week, but a first-person stealth game called Gloomwood. Downloaded the demo for that. Didn't get around to playing it. What I did get around to playing, 2 demos. One was called Unsighted. It's kind of like a Zelda-like / Souls-like. The only reason I'm saying Souls-like is because it has a stamina bar for your physical attacks, which I don't think it needs.
Okay.
It seems like a very superfluous addition of just Souls games are popular.
Let's add this thing.
Let's add this one element, but like it doesn't need it. Where you have a kind of Zelda-like, like Hyper Light Drifter. If you ever played that,
no.
It's a little more fast-paced action than Zelda, but you have just your physical attacks, and if I recall, it doesn't have a stamina gauge. You don't need it. If you just have a moment of where your character has to recover after doing a combo, I think that does it. Where you have to think about it strategically of like, do I do a full combo on this guy right now and leave myself vulnerable, or do I just tap in and then dodge out? I don't know. I'm not interested in this game. It was...
Why did you download it?
Well, I was curious.
Okay.
You have 700 demos to choose from.
Fair.
This looked interesting. But yeah, it has neat elements. Kind of, again, Zelda-like exploration. Kind of environmental puzzle solving. Like, you work your way to unlock a gun, and then you use the gun to... You could use these fire at these switches to move platforms around. Very interesting game. Not up my alley. I like it. I'm gonna be throwing some gameplay up here. Maybe I'll throw the full 40 minutes I played the demo for on the channel. But yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
If you like Zelda games, if you like exploration,
like the old school Zelda games.
Yeah, Link to the Past,
like Link's Awakening and everything.
It took me a while to remember.
That's how I feel about the game Tunic that was showed at Xbox's E3. Like, it's got strong Zelda vibes. I'm interested in that game.
Yeah, the thing is,
and it was developed by one dude, I think.
In the indie space, you have to do a lot to stand out with the Zelda-like genre, just because
there's so many
games like that. Whereas a game I talked about last week with Death's Door, where it's more action focused and stars the little bird guy. I love birds, so I'm going to be playing that. That's getting my Zelda-like attention for 2021. But yeah, unfortunately, by the time this airs, Next Fest is over. So, next year have fun with another couple hundred demos, but talking about it in retrospect doesn't help. But yeah, Wolstride was another game I played. I talked about last week. It was announced previously, but they just showed more gameplay of it at this E3. It's a mech RPG management sim. So just playing this demo, I think you're the manager of a fighting team. So it's like a boxing setup. There's only with robots, and you play the manager. So before the fights, you could walk around, talk to your team. You could talk to the pilot.
Okay.
You could talk to the mechanic for the mech. You could talk to another manager guy, and then a trainer for the pilot. And then before the fights, you could upgrade the mech. You could upgrade the pilot's skills, and then when you go into the combat phase, it's a one-on-one battle.
Right.
kind of like Pokemon, you're selecting the skills, you have amount of AP you could use to like determine what actions you do each turn. You're just kind of managing the there's a little bit of movement involved as well, like you're managing how close you are to the enemy mech, and the distance determines like which attacks you can use. Just a lot of management of what actions you're doing each turn, which body part you're attacking. Like if I break their arm, they can't use that one attack anymore. No, it's fun. It's got a lot of style to it too. It's got a lot of drip. Yeah, it's styling, being fly. Yeah, it's got a anime art style. It kind of looks like Hiroyuki Imaishi, who directed Tengen Toppa, Gurren Lagann, Kill La Kill. It's got a cool art style to it, and I'm excited to see where it goes. There's only 2 fights available in the demo, but I'm excited to like upgrade my pilot, upgrade my mech, and just try to strategize of how to beat these.
Better play it so you talk about it next week.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when the release date's coming out. I didn't beat the second fight in the demo just because, I don't know.
Well, I mean, beat the demo, then tell us about it.
Well,
that's what I'm saying,
I'm not going to beat the demo. I already uninstalled it. I got to play Gloomwood and Sable, baby.
Oh, my God.
I got to play Gloomwood, Sable, more Guilty Gear. But, I think that's it.
That's it,
Unless there's anything you've been watching that you want to shout out.
Actually, yeah, I'll do this. So, I was on YouTube randomly, and I came across this YouTuber. Have you ever heard of Griffin Gaming?
No.
He's fucking awesome. So he's a slightly bigger, to me, he's kind of a huge YouTuber. He pretty much just makes videos like going in on fanboys of PC, Xbox, and PS5, and just kind of calling them out on their bullshit. So, like, one of his videos just popped up on my recommended one day, and it was like him going in on, like Crap Gamer. Have you ever heard of Crap Gamer?
No.
Good. You don't want to hear it. That dude's a fucking idiot. He's pretty much Crap Gamer's a huge PS5 fanboy who all he does is make like PS5 videos bashing Xbox, pushing false narratives. It's kind of like the Republican of gaming. But yeah, and this dude Griffin Gaming just goes hard on him. And it was really amusing. It's like, all right, let me see what else this guy does. He goes off on anyone like fanboy related, because as you know, all fanboys are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I've been watching a lot of his videos. He's awesome. I recommend check out Griffin Gaming on YouTube. He's got a lot of cool content. Check him out.
And if you like our content, toss us subscribe or give us some engagement. Help us fight the YouTube algorithm, baby.
That's right, man. But yeah, I get a Mario Golf tomorrow, so we'll see. Apparently that's getting like mid-review, so I'm probably not going to have a good time with it.
Oh,
but we'll see.
You like golf? I'm assuming.
I don't like golf.
I always okay. Well,
do you assume I like golf because I'm white?
Oh yeah, of course. Going back to our earlier episodes, a white man from the South. I assume you love golf. You have a set of clubs. Yes? No. Well, that's ridiculous.
I like fishing.
Oh, okay. You're from Florida, South Carolina.
I used to live in
golfing states.
I used to live in my dad when I was a kid. We lived in a community that was like a Club Med. That was a golf community because my dad loved to golf.
Okay.
I fucking hated it. I could never get into it. Like I tried to go golfing with my dad once. I was like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah. Well, if your dad pushed it on you like Tiger's dad, you could have been the next great.
No.
Although you would have had, messed up relationships with women and
hookers and stuff.
And just you would have been a weird guy.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Maybe from the new apartment.
See you out on the links.